history of the cheetah began over 5,000 years ago, when they first appeared in ancient Egyptian civilization. They were not just wild creatures, but also symbols of power and divinity. In the tombs of the pharaohs, intricate paintings depict cheetahs standing beside the throne, serving as divine guardians. The pharaohs kept them as pets, showcasing strength and a connection to the gods. The cheetah was not merely an animal, but an embodiment of speed, precision, and authority. Ancient records also tell of the goddess Mafdet, the protector of justice and law, who bore the image of a cheetah. With her swiftness and fierceness, Mafdet was the personification of divine vengeance, protecting Egypt from evil. Centuries later, across the plains of India, the cheetah continued to symbolize power, this time as a warrior of the hunt. During the Mughal Empire, they were known as hunting leopards. Emperor Akbar the Great owned more than 1,000 cheetahs, each meticulously trained to hunt blackbucks and chinkaras. In royal hunting expeditions, cheetahs were like living arrows, streaking across the grasslands to capture prey. Accounts in the Akbarnama describe the emperor standing among a group of cheetahs, a testament to his supreme authority. When cheetahs arrived in Europe during the Renaissance, they quickly became emblems of the aristocracy. Wealthy nobles kept cheetahs as exotic pets and used them in hunting events. Paintings from the period often depict cheetahs beside lords and noblewomen, symbolizing wealth and power. One of the most striking images is a painting by Paolo Veronese portraying a cheetah lying regally beside a noble figure, exuding both grace and strength. Today, the cheetah's golden yellow coat with black spots continues to inspire fashion designers. From haute couture collections by renowned designers to everyday accessories, cheetah patterns evoke boldness, allure, and strength. In popular art, the image of the cheetah frequently appears as a symbol of freedom and speed. Paintings, sculptures, and advertising campaigns use the cheetah to express the aspiration to break limits, much like the way it conquers the endless grasslands. Once dominant over more than 3 million square miles, the cheetah's range once stretched from the vast grasslands of Africa to the arid deserts of Iran. Today, however, they occupy less than 280,000 square miles, less than 10% of their historical habitat. Namibia, often called the cheetah capital of the world, remains the largest stronghold for this species, with over 50% of the global population residing there. In Kenya and Tanzania, reserves like Serengeti National Park and Masai Mara provide the cheetah with spaces to showcase their incredible speed during breathtaking hunts. But not all areas still have enough room. In West Africa, places like Niger now host only a small number of cheetahs, surviving in the Termit and Tintuma National Nature Reserve. These regions represent the last remnants of what was once a grand cheetah domain. Cheetahs need more than just food. They need space. The savannah grasslands, with grass heights ranging from 12 to 20 inches, are the ideal habitat. Here, cheetahs can stay hidden and suddenly burst forward like the wind, using their speed to bring down prey. But not all environments are perfect. In the semi-arid regions of Namibia, where water is scarce, cheetahs rely on the moisture from their prey to survive. Meanwhile, sparse forests with dense vegetation limit their ability to run at full speed, making them vulnerable to larger predators like lions or hyenas. The survival of cheetahs depends on their ability to find balance. They must balance speed with patience. They must also balance between open grasslands and increasingly scarce food sources. The cheetah's journey of survival in Africa is a story filled with immense challenges. Each individual, from birth to adulthood, must confront countless trials presented by Mother Nature. Amid the challenges, opportunities emerge. With the rebirth of nature, herds of herbivores migrate from all directions. Wildebeests and zebras cross miles to reach the lush grasslands, bringing with them newborn generations. Young Thompson's gazelles, born on the wet grass, become ideal targets for cheetahs. Their hesitant, inexperienced movements provide the perfect opportunity for cheetahs to teach their cubs their first lessons in hunting. But it's not easy. Lions and hyenas also gather near water sources, turning every hunt into a battle. The rain not only fills rivers, but also brings life to countless plants. Acacias, with their lush green canopies, grow taller, providing temporary shelter during heavy downpours. Small shrubs flourish as well, creating a rich ecosystem filled with water birds and insects. Meanwhile, the mother cheetah, carrying new life within her, embarks on a challenging journey. Over the course of 90 to 95 days, her survival depends not only on her hunting instincts, but also on her ability to evade larger predators. Lions, hyenas, and leopards are constantly on the lookout to turn the mother cheetah into prey. During this time, her energy needs increase significantly. She requires approximately 10 pounds of meat of cheetah cubs do not survive past 3 months. In this world, survival is not a given, it is a privilege. Lions, the rulers of the savannah, do not miss an opportunity to eliminate future competitors. Meanwhile, hyena packs constantly lurk, ready to steal the mother cheetah's kill, leaving her cubs hungry. These aggressive predators may even view cheetah cubs as prey. The early days of a cheetah cub's life are fraught with danger. Unable to protect themselves or flee, they rely on their cries for help. The chirp of a cheetah cub, more akin to a bird's call than a cat's, echoes across the grasslands. This sound serves as a way for the cubs to communicate with their mother. The chirp can carry up to 500 feet, just far enough for the mother to hear without attracting the attention of predators. When in danger, cheetah cubs emit a weak hiss or spit, sounds that, while small, may occasionally deter enemies. Yet silence remains their greatest weapon. When threatened, cheetah cubs flatten themselves to the ground, staying completely still and blending into the vegetation. This simple behavior often becomes the key to their survival. At 2 weeks old, a cheetah cub's eyes begin to open, greeting the harsh world for the first time. By 4 weeks, they take their first steps, their tiny legs wobbling on the grass. These are not just their first steps, but their first lessons in survival. They stay close to their mother, observing her every move. The mother cheetah teaches them how to hide, listen, and wait. By 6 weeks, the cubs start practicing their first hunting lessons. Their mother brings back small prey, like hares or young Thompson's gazelles, still alive. This becomes a lesson in life and death, where each missed pounce is a moment of learning. But even as they grow, they face physical limitations. Weighing only about 8 pounds at 3 months old, they remain easy targets for larger predators. Yet it is in these moments of peril that cheetah cubs learn to survive. Cubs learn to move swiftly and silently through the grasslands, using their small size to avoid detection. Their tiny legs grow stronger, allowing them to keep pace with their mother on longer journeys. Each day, they may travel 2 to 5 miles with their mother, a challenging trek that showcases their growing resilience. Still, not all will make it. The mortality rate for cheetah cubs remains high, with only about 5% reaching adulthood. But those who survive become symbols of resilience. They grow up with harsh lessons from nature, their biological traits honed into tools for survival. And as the sun sets over the savannah, the cheetah cubs, though small, continue their journey. They navigate through their earliest days, carrying within them instincts forged by the harsh winds and the swaying grasses. In this world, every breath they take is a testament to the power of life, fragile yet fierce, small yet full of pride. The blazing sun of the savannah beats down on the golden grass, where a mother cheetah silently carries out the greatest mission of her life. The responsibility of protecting and nurturing her cubs in a world where even the smallest mistake can mean death is a heavy burden only the strongest creatures can bear. No allies, no companions, only resilience and survival instincts guide her path. This is the story of the mother cheetah and her journey to help her cubs. Lands resemble a wild masterpiece, where every line of nature tells a story of life and death. Within this vast expanse, cheetah cubs begin their journey to maturity. These small, slender-legged creatures must learn to triumph in the harsh struggle between survival and extinction. Dawn stretches across the savannah, its pale golden light spilling over the land, where every gentle breeze carries the rustling whispers of tall grass. In this vast expanse, every movement holds the weight of survival. Amid the open plains, a mother cheetah begins a new morning. Her mission not only to hunt for food, but also to pass on vital survival lessons to her cubs. This is not just a hunt for sustenance, but a journey to ingrain instincts into each stride, each leap of the next generation. On the arid grasslands, a dramatic confrontation unfolds between an experienced mother cheetah and a Grant's gazelle, more than twice her weight. Yet, not every hunt ends in victory. This is not merely a hunt, it is a game of life and death. The mother cheetah launches into a wind-like sprint. Cheetah cubs begin their journey of learning at a very early age. From just a few weeks old, they follow their mother, silently observing her every move during hunts. Their mother's sharp vision, capable of spotting prey from nearly 3 miles away, is their first lesson in awareness. As they move through grasses 12 to 20 inches tall, they learn to keep their bodies low to the ground, concealing their presence. The savannah is not just their home, but also their classroom, teaching them how to interact with the world around them. The cubs' first steps are clumsy. They trail behind their mother, sometimes pausing to watch her hide and approach prey. At this stage, they are neither fast nor strong enough to participate in hunts, but their instincts begin to develop. They observe how their mother selects her targets, often young Thompson's gazelles or hares, small, manageable prey. Each hunt is a spectacular moment, deeply imprinted in the memory of these young learners. By the time they reach 3 months of age, the cubs begin their first practical lessons. Small prey, often caught and brought back by their mother, becomes live props for them to practice their skills. Their initial pounces are awkward, their weak jaws unable to deliver a killing bite. But failure is an essential part of learning. Over time, they learn to use their claws to hold on to prey, how to knock it down, and where to bite the throat to deliver a fatal strike. These vital skills are honed through repeated practice. However, the lessons extend beyond hunting. The cubs also learn how to recognize threats. Lions, hyenas, and jackals are their greatest dangers. According to 2023 data from Serengeti National Park, up to 50% of cheetah kills are stolen by other predators. The cubs learn to listen for distant sounds, identify signs of danger, and observe their mother's reactions. Even the slightest noise could signal the presence of a lion or hyena. Their mother often emits soft hissing sounds, a warning language that signals the cubs to either lie still or scatter to avoid detection. And sharp directional changes, she forces the hyena to lose focus. Her strategy works. When the threat is gone, the mother returns to her cubs. The lesson is complete. Not only have the cubs eaten their fill, but they've also learned how to handle prey, listen for danger signals, and act instinctively in survival scenarios. Between 6 and 12 months of age, the cubs' speed and strength begin to improve. They start participating in real hunts, running at speeds of up to 40 km/h and gradually approaching 58 km/h. At this stage, they must work alongside their mother and siblings. Coordinated hunting tactics are introduced. One distracts the prey, while another approaches from behind. Each attempt is a test of instinct and skill, marking significant progress in their development. On the vast grasslands of the savannah, where gentle breezes ripple through the tall grasses like green waves, young cheetahs continue their journey of learning to become master predators. Each careful step, each experimental pounce, and every early failure are all essential parts of their growth. Every moment is a lesson. Every movement carries the weight of survival. Stalking is the first lesson. Hidden within the tall grass, the young cheetahs learn to keep their bodies low, silent as shadows gliding across the earth. Their spotted coats blend perfectly with the landscape, rendering them almost invisible to their prey. From a close distance, their sharp eyes detect the first signs of potential prey. But the lesson isn't just about spotting the target. They watch how their mother uses the wind direction to mask her scent, how she moves step by step without disturbing the grass, and they absorb these techniques. Once the gap is closed, the real hunt begins. From a low stance, the mother cheetah bursts forward, accelerating like a lightning bolt. For the young cheetahs, however, their top speed in this early stage is only about 40 mph. Still, every chase brings them closer to perfection. In the savannah, every day presents a new challenge. Yet with every hunt, every lesson, the young cheetahs move closer to becoming true predators, continuing the legacy of the fastest animals on Earth. And there, under the blazing sun, the mother cheetah carries on her sacred mission, a symbol of resilience and intelligence. As dawn pierces through the tall grass of the savannah, an adult cheetah begins a new day with a singular goal: survival. This is no longer a phase of practice or experimentation. This is real life, where every step, every pounce determines survival. With no mother to protect them, independent cheetahs must rely entirely on the skills honed through years of learning and instincts refined by millions of years of evolution. Adult male cheetahs often choose to live in small groups known as coalitions. These are usually sibling brothers who hunt together and defend territories spanning 8 to 15 square miles. In contrast, female cheetahs are solitary. They are not tied to a specific territory, instead moving with prey and seeking the best environments for breeding. In the vast expanse of the savannah, cheetahs select targets that match their abilities. Herds of Thompson's gazelles and impalas are ideal prey. Small, agile, yet conquerable, they become the primary focus. Adult cheetahs use their extraordinarily sharp vision to spot prey from up to 3 miles away. Their laser-like gaze scans the landscape, searching for weak or isolated individuals, vulnerabilities they can exploit. The hunt begins with silence. Two brothers, bound by a lifelong coalition, work together to hunt and fend off greater threats. Under the scorching sun of the African savannah, where every creature is caught in the endless cycle of survival, the cheetah stands out not just for its astonishing speed, but also for its sophisticated strategies in hunting and safeguarding its hard-earned meals. Here, every day is an unrelenting battle, and the cheetah must exploit every advantage to outwit formidable adversaries. The cheetah avoids direct confrontation. It hunts during the quietest times of the day, when the gentle light of dawn or dusk blankets the grasslands. These moments not only help the cheetah avoid the intense heat of the savannah, but also reduce the risk of encounters with lions and hyenas. According to 2023 data from Serengeti National Park, over 70% of successful cheetah hunts occur between 6-9 Mount AM or 4-6 PM. During the rainy season, the expansive grasslands with vegetation 12 to 20 inches tall become the perfect camouflage for the cheetah. Its spotted coat blends seamlessly with the surroundings, obscuring its body lines. Under the scorching sun of Africa's grasslands, the cheetah stands still, its sharp eyes scanning the vast horizon. These expansive, open lands are where it was born to reign. But this dominion is not limitless. Unlike the panthera big cats, each with their distinct territories and strategies, the cheetah is gifted by nature with speed, but constrained by increasingly shrinking habitats. Cheetahs need wide grasslands to fully utilize their speed. Regions like the Serengeti in Tanzania or the Okavango Delta in Botswana remain among their last strongholds. In contrast, leopards are not confined to a specific type of terrain. From India's dense rainforests to Africa's arid deserts, they adapt seamlessly to a variety of environments. Their exceptional tree-climbing abilities allow them to utilize vertical space for hunting and safeguarding their kills. Leopards' range extends across Africa, the Middle East, and Asia, making them the big cat with the widest habitat distribution. Lions, the kings of the savannah, also reside in Africa's grasslands like cheetahs. However, their social strategy of living in prides gives them a significant advantage in territorial defense and hunting. With groups of 10 to 15 individuals, lions target large prey like buffalo or wildebeests, challenges that cheetahs cannot face alone. Regions like the Maasai. The cheetah, though the fastest land animal, remains vulnerable even in its own habitat. The open grasslands, where its speed is unrivaled, also expose it to predation by lions or hyenas. This forces cheetahs to continually move in search of safe territories and new grasslands. The stark differences in habitat preferences highlight the incredible diversity among the big cats. If the leopard is the master of stealth, and the lion the ruler of the savannah, the cheetah is the artist of speed. But in nature's grand play, shrinking habitats are relegating the cheetah to a weaker role. This is not just the story of one big cat, but a reflection of nature's constant change and adaptation. Cheetahs are sometimes confused with leopards due to their somewhat similar appearance. They are also occasionally categorized as big cats. However, they are not true big cats due to several biological differences. Cheetahs cannot roar like members of the Panthera genus, lions, tigers, leopards, or jaguars. Instead, they chirp like birds, purr when relaxed, and even whine to communicate. These sounds may not be as commanding as a lion's roar, but they serve a crucial purpose in maintaining connection between mother and cubs across the vast savannah. While other big cats possess muscular strength and diverse hunting strategies, cheetahs are highly specialized. This specialization is also their greatest vulnerability. Their bodies are as light as feathers, yet as powerful as a tightly strung bow. Weighing between 77 and 143 pounds on average, cheetahs are far lighter than lions, which can weigh up to 420 pounds, or tigers, which may reach 660 pounds. This sleek physique, combined with long, flexible legs, enables cheetahs to achieve the highest speeds of any land animal. By contrast, the bulkier, more muscular Panthera species cannot match this speed, but instead excel at overpowering prey with brute force. A cheetah's strides are a perfect dance. Each leap spans up to 23 feet, nearly double that of leopards or tigers. The real distinguishing factor, however, is their flexible spine. It acts like a spring, allowing the body to stretch and compress with each stride, creating a seamless connection between speed and endurance. Their tails, measuring 2 to 3 feet in length, are not merely decorative. They act as rudders, maintaining balance during high-speed turns. In the hunt, the tail is part of their artistry, enabling them to fine-tune each movement with precision. Unlike lions or tigers, cheetahs are not built for combat. Their claws, semi-retractable like those of dogs, are designed for grip rather than slashing. This sets them apart from other big cats with fully retractable claws, which are adapted for climbing or attacking. As a result, cheetahs rely on speed rather than strength, making them more vulnerable when facing other predators. While species like lions live in prides, consisting of 10 to 15 members with clear role divisions, cheetahs lead solitary lives. Female cheetahs spend most of their time raising and training their cubs during the first 2 years of life. Afterward, the cubs separate and begin their independent journey of survival. However, unlike the complete solitude of leopards or tigers, male cheetahs often form small groups called coalitions. These strong alliances, typically comprising 2 or 3 brothers, help them defend large territories spanning up to 58 square miles. The differences also extend to how they care for the next generation. Mother cheetahs are not only protectors, but also dedicated trainers. Over nearly 2 years, they teach their cubs how to stalk, accelerate, and take down prey. This intensive focus ensures that the new generation is prepared for survival. By contrast, lion cubs benefit from the care of the entire pride, while tiger and leopard cubs spend only 1 to 1.5 years with their mothers before becoming independent. For cheetahs, however, danger is ever present. Mortality rates for cubs in their first year reach as high as 70%, primarily due to predation by larger species. This presents a significant challenge to maintaining their population. While lions, tigers, and leopards also face extinction risks, their adaptability and stronger competitive edge provide them with better survival prospects. In the family of big cats, the cheetah stands as an outlier. It is not just their physical structure or biological traits that set them apart, but also their distinct hunting strategies. When compared to their panthera relatives, leopards, jaguars, lions, or tigers, the contrasts form a symphony of nature, where each species is a unique instrument. Cheetahs do not hunt like their panthera cousins. Instead of ambushing in the shadows like leopards or coordinating group attacks like lions, and then the rainy season fades away. The African savannah transforms during the dry season into a scorched masterpiece under the relentless sun. The ground cracks, and golden, withered grass stretches endlessly. Rivers like the Mara and Serengeti dwindle to shallow streams. In this world, where water means life, the cheetah faces its greatest challenges to survive. The dry season in Africa begins like a natural canvas shifting its hues. Lush green grasslands turn into sun-scorched golden expanses, coated with fine dust, like sand grains in a slowly flowing hourglass. Temperatures soar, often exceeding 100 degrees Celsius, transforming the savannah into a vast furnace. The ground cracks, and rivers like the Mara and Limpopo shrink to muddy pools where animals crowd to access the last remnants of water. Amid this harsh landscape, life continues to persevere. Gaunt acacia trees stand like solitary warriors, surviving on the last drops of water stored within their trunks. Herbivores like Thompson's gazelles, wildebeests, and zebras are forced to migrate farther, traveling tens of miles daily in search of rare patches of fresh grass. However, this movement comes with risks. At the remaining water sources, competition among species becomes fiercer than ever. For the cheetah, the lords of speed, this is a time of immense challenge. Reaching their top speed requires a tremendous energy expenditure for every chase. Yet that energy depends entirely on securing a kill. The dry season, with its fiery skies and cracked earth, poses the most severe challenge Africa has to offer its inhabitants. On the parched grasslands, where even rare patches of shade become a luxury, cheetahs must push themselves beyond their limits to survive. In this stifling environment, where every gust of wind carries heat and dust, their hunting strategies unfold like a symphony of speed, precision, and tactics. During the harshest weeks of the dry season, when water sources nearly vanish and herbivores migrate tens of miles to find fresh grass, cheetahs are forced to travel farther. An adult cheetah may cover up to 30 miles in a day, traversing cracked and scorched terrain in pursuit. The dry winds of the savannah sweep through, carrying dust and brittle yellowed grass into the air. In this harsh world, the cheetah is not just a symbol of speed, but also a guardian of nature's balance. Their role in the ecosystem extends beyond being predators. They are a crucial link in maintaining the rhythm of life in Africa. Cheetahs target prey within their capacity. With an average weight of only 77 to 143 pounds, they lack the strength to take down larger prey like wildebeests or wild buffalo. Instead, they focus on Thompson's gazelles, impalas, and springboks, herbivores weighing between 35 and 110 pounds. Each hunt sees the cheetah culling weaker, older, or diseased individuals, thereby strengthening prey populations. According to a 2023 report by the World Wildlife Fund, a cheetah consumes an average of 6 to 8 pounds of meat daily, helping prevent overpopulation among herbivores. The cheetah's role goes beyond hunting. They indirectly protect vegetation by controlling herbivore populations, preventing overgrazing and mitigating soil degradation. This is particularly crucial during the dry season, when grasslands near water sources become the last refuge for many species. Cheetahs are the silent warriors of Africa's wilderness. They don't roar like lions or exhibit the brute strength of leopards, but they are the heartbeat of the ecosystem. And with every stride, they keep the rhythm of the savannah alive. Meanwhile, the existence of the cheetah is increasingly under threat. Cheetahs once occupied a vast range stretching from Africa to the Middle East and India. Today, however, they survive only in scattered regions of Africa, primarily in Namibia, Botswana, Kenya, and South Africa. With an estimated population of just 7,100 individuals remaining, the species is now listed as threatened by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN. The dry season in the African savannah has always been a harsh challenge that not all creatures can endure. Yet with each passing day, the severity of these conditions grows more extreme. Temperatures in many savannah regions have risen by 1.5 degrees over just a few decades. This warming trend has disrupted the regularity of rainy seasons, drastically reducing available water reserves. Grasslands, once the lifeblood of millions of herbivores like gazelles, springboks, and impalas, are shrinking. Statistics from the Kenya Wildlife Service in 2023 reveal that grassland areas have declined by over 15% in just 2 decades, forcing cheetah prey to travel farther in search of food. Climate change is not the only challenge facing the cheetah. The Sahara Desert, expanding by 1,860 square miles annually, continues to encroach upon the savannah, fragmenting the cheetah's habitat and pushing them into increasingly isolated areas. Cheetahs require vast territories to thrive. An adult cheetah needs 200 to 400 square miles of space to sustain hunting and survival. However, in many regions, prey species such as gazelles and impalas are being driven out of their natural habitats or suffering sharp population declines due to hunting and habitat loss. According to a 2024 report by the World Wildlife Fund, prey density in critical regions has dropped by as much as 50%. This forces cheetahs to travel greater distances, expending precious energy with no guarantee of a successful hunt. Loss of habitat also increases conflict, not only with other cheetahs, but with dominant predators like lions and hyenas. This amplifies survival pressures, compelling cheetahs to take greater risks to secure food and defend their territories. One of the greatest challenges facing cheetahs today is the issue of inbreeding. As their natural habitats become fragmented and diminished, cheetahs are forced to breed within small, isolated populations, leading to a significant decline in genetic diversity. This leaves them more vulnerable to diseases and environmental changes. Over thousands of years, the cheetah's genome has suffered substantial losses, leaving profound impacts on their ability to survive. Their evolutionary history is like a river blocked by massive dams, disrupting the natural flow of genetic variation. The cheetah, once hailed as the soul of the savannah, is now a spirit fading into the shadows. Every stride it takes is not merely a hunt, but a battle for survival. And in this struggle, every human action holds the power to decide its fate. Without stronger efforts, the proud strides of the cheetah may soon become nothing more than memories scattered across Africa's dusty plains. Fortunately, humanity has never given up on nature. Vast ecological corridors like the Kavango-Zambezi Transfrontier Conservation Area, KAZA, spanning over 170,000 square miles, have reconnected fragmented cheetah populations. These corridors are not just pathways but lifelines, mitigating genetic isolation and aiding population recovery. According to a 2023 report by the Cheetah Conservation Fund, cheetah populations near these ecological corridors have grown by 15% over 3 years. Amid fierce competition, local communities are adopting wildlife-friendly methods to protect their livestock, such as using guard dogs and fortified enclosures. In Namibia, these initiatives have reduced livestock losses by 50% and decreased cheetah killings due to conflict by 80%. Drones and thermal sensors in the Masai Mara have also curbed poaching, saving over 120 cheetahs in 2023. Meanwhile, reintroduction programs at Finda, South Africa, have given more than 100 cheetahs a second chance, with an impressive post-release survival rate of 70%. What were once barren grasslands now brim with hope. A Among these efforts, the story of cheetah's resurgence on the vast grasslands of Finda Private Game Reserve has become a beacon of hope. In just 3 years, from 2020 to 2023, over 100 cheetahs were successfully reintroduced to the area. With an impressive survival rate of 70%, the cheetah population at Finda has grown by 30%, marking a proud milestone in the conservation of the world's fastest land animal. Ecological corridors spanning over 200 square miles connect Finda with neighboring reserves, allowing cheetahs to roam freely, reducing the risk of inbreeding and enhancing genetic diversity. Advanced monitoring technologies, from thermal sensors to drones, ensure a safe habitat, preventing over 50 poaching incidents in 2023 alone. Community involvement has also transformed conflict dynamics. Improved livestock enclosures and conservation education programs have reduced cheetah killings due to human-wildlife conflicts by 80% in the area. Each stride across the grasslands is not just a testament to the cheetah's revival, but also a symbol of a sustainable future for Africa's wild ecosystems. But protecting the environment and conserving wildlife has never been the sole responsibility of any single individual or organization. It is a shared responsibility, one that belongs to each of us for the sake of our future. We need to act. Support conservation programs like creating ecological corridors and monitoring cheetah populations. Educating communities about the importance of biodiversity and promoting sustainable tourism to fund conservation efforts are equally vital. Every small action we take, from reducing carbon emissions to donating to conservation organizations, helps protect life on Earth. Together, we can make a difference. Stand with nature, for a planet that's safe for cheetahs and for ourselves. If you've ever visited Africa's savannas, share your knowledge and experiences in the comments below. Your stories can inspire and fuel conservation efforts, preserving ecosystems for future generations. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us in more incredible adventures. Or continue exploring the survival stories of wildlife in other regions with Wild Savannah. The lion's journey to becoming the ruler or wild savannah. The migration journey and challenges in the land of predators.